Welcome back to all the crackers in the box. Hello friends. Now look at this nice tangle here. So yeah, I have to do this red, and there's a reason being I can't put this one off like I did with the blue for now. Reason being is I actually have a project. Last video I was talking about how I hadn't started anything for everybody's birthdays, and this color, this red here, not the balls, because they are slightly different. They're different yarns. They look very similar on camera, but when you touch them and look at them, well, maybe they're the same, but I don't believe that. Just especially looking at the ends here. Anyway, see, you can see the difference between the two here. There is quite a bit of difference between them. Doesn't look like it when it's rolled, but it definitely has a different feel, texture, and it's a little bit bigger. The ones in the balls, I mean. So I need to untangle these and get this ready, because I feel like this red here pairs up with this Knit Picks rainbow. Might be just a bit thinner. I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think that they're this close enough that it's going to... I feel they're twisted the same. They have the same kind of sheen. I feel like this is a Knit Picks red. I do. I really feel like it is. These are thrifted yarns, by the way, so I wouldn't know for sure. And yeah, so let's get untangling for my new exciting next beginning project. Yay! I swear, sometimes when I just start talking, I feel like I could just get really awkward. But that's okay. I'm sure there are other people who feel awkward when they talk too much too. So I'm working on... Oh, and I just found the end. Can you believe... Oh, you guys are such good luck. I was looking for that, because an end will really help us get through this tangly mess. So I need you to find a way out so I can get one of the balls out at least, so then it's just this cake, which exploded when I washed them. There's been no sign of bugs from them, so I'm very happy. I'm very confident that that actually cleaned that up for me. Okay. And no, I didn't get a fresh pack from Knit Picks. I did get it from the thrift store. Pardon me. I only mention that because I've just been seeing a lot of people talking about how carpet beetles are showing up in right from the warehouse yarn. And I mean, that is super disappointing, but at the same time, they can only do so much, and those little guys get everywhere. Believe me, I have been fighting them for a long time, and it's just a matter of being vigilant, I guess, is the best way to put it. We gotta watch our stuff and I might even just keep my yarn all in plastic after the season is over, when they are dying off and it gets colder. There is the possibility of that. All right. We're going to untangle this little mess here. See, this snarl right here is why I'm having trouble getting them out, but that's okay. See how gently I am with it? And we're able to pull that apart. I am going to go this way. Looks like these two have attached, which is fine, because we just go give it one of those. The fibers have attached to each other, and this is my end for starting, so that's pretty cool. That's already ready to go. Only because I had to wash them. Not a lot I could do about that. So we're going to pop through there. sneak through this part here, go around, because I kind of would like to keep this as much of a cake as possible, but I'll probably just have to recake it. I think I'm going to have to cake all of the rainbow colors I have here, because someone has requested it be rainbow, not neon rainbow, but rainbow. So I've got some colors I put together for her, because of course I've been looking and looking and I found what I needed. But I'll start hers now because a sweater will be a bigger project than anything amigurumi I could do. Well, I'll take that back. There's a few amigurumis I've done that have been, ooh, long-term projects, let me tell you. Especially the ones that are very, very thin with very, very small hooks to use. There we go. Alright, so now we've reached this point here, so I'm just going to wrap it around. There we go. Doing well, doing well. Really nice yarn. Feels good. Feels like a nice yarn to work with. I think this will be a nice one to put on as a wearable. And of course, anything left over goes into my scraps. Because I will probably have to make more granny squares soon enough, so untie that knot. I'm just going to keep going until these 3 balls are completely separate entities. Okay, so I've changed my view so you're a little further back. There we go. Round and around and around and around. But yeah, I'll probably end up caking this one back into a cake because it was already a cake, but I saw one little, well, it was on video. If you go back, I think 2 weeks ago, looking at my blues through the plastic, and what do I see? A couple bugs. I crushed them, but then I also saw signs of the husk of the larvae, so I will have to be very careful with that yarn. There may be spots that are thinned out, so I'll just have to cut them out and re-knot them. And that's okay. It is the carpet beetles. Absolutely. I saw them, so I know for sure what bug it was. And they were inside the plastic bags. But to be fair, these bags had big holes in them. I don't know why. But that's what they were being stored in, so that didn't really protect them. I like using the plastic bags I get from things I buy, but the ones that have the big holes in them aren't going to do anything to protect my yarn investments from damage. I mean, honestly, they just won't. There we go. Got one of those. One of those. Go back through. And around. So I tried, oh my gosh, I don't even want to mention it. I tried to dye my hair again. The blue was pretty alright, but parts of it really didn't take to the hair very well. So it ended up becoming more of a sea green instead of turquoise. So I decided to try a teal. And I re-bleached it. And the bleaching took like nothing else. And then the teal has turned into the sea green. And parts of it is really silvery white. Because it, like, I don't know what it did to the bleach. And part of my bleaching job, because I have a lot of red low lights in the back of my head, that bit turned all pink because I didn't want to leave it in too long and burn my scalp or wreck my hair. I've seen enough videos of people's hair breaking after too much bleaching, so I was trying to be super careful. So part of my hair turned purple right up against my scalp. I was really not excited about that. But it actually turned out that was one of the better spots that took to the teal. So it's kind of a tealy purple. And it's only like right up against my head, so you can't even see it unless I have my hair down and I'm moving it around a lot. But yeah. So I guess fun colors are just probably not for my hair. I have too many other colors in it for it to take to my hair properly. Like, it doesn't look bad, but it's not vibrant. It really is not vibrant. It's a very pale type of green. I'll try to include a picture. I'm just in my Sunday pajamas and no makeup and the whole, well, I never do too much makeup for anything. Getting to that age where too much makeup emphasizes instead of compliments. So everything goes on super duper light, and yeah, just move on with that. Plus, you know, hot flashes and all that stuff starting to kick in, so I don't want to wear a lot of makeup and have it run and do all the fun stuff. Oh, sorry, camera's moving all around. And around we go. So it looks like this ball is going to be free first, because I seem to be able to follow it pretty easily. I mean, can't complain about that. This is going a lot faster than I thought it was. I thought I was going to be stuck here all day, because I mean the blue is really, really quite tangled, as you saw from my 2 videos I've done on it, if you've seen them, of course. I don't want to assume. Okay. 3 different balls, all of red, because I washed them together because they're the light colors, and I knew I was going to be using hot. What's that? It's just a bit of black lint. So we're still good. I am still not seeing any signs out of this section, out of these balls, but I thought it's better safe than sorry, because they came back together from the same place, so I figured there is a chance that they might have. These were in Ziploc bags, and they were pretty well sealed, but the others were in an open one. So, I mean, it came from a thrift store. It could have came from anywhere. It could have came from the original stash. It could have came from the thrift store. Stuff happens. I'm not angry about it in any way. I have everything I need to fix it and take care of the issue and move on with my life with a big smile on my face, because I got more yarn for a project or 2. Hey, maybe even 3. Who knows? It's a lot of red. Yeah, this is a bit of a thicker red. Huh. And we're just going to continue keeping this nice and easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. There we are. Now we got to a tight spot. So that tells me to stop rolling. Find out where the blockage is. Pull this all apart. Make it a little looser. Okay. So yeah, I've got a pile of yarn sitting right beside me here for a project that we are going to probably start looking at starting today. This is not one I'll be able to take to work. There's just going to be too many yarns involved. And I'm actually thinking of putting all of them through. I don't know. I got a few things to decide, so we'll get there. I've already made one sweater like this. Oh, you guys stay out of here. Get. That's all I need, is another set of balls being trapped in this mess. Okay, these are sticking together a little more than I'd like. Yeah, I feel like this is the same as the Knit Picks. It feels the same. The sheen's there. The thickness is just a touch lighter. So I don't even think it's going to be noticeable. And I have to figure out what I'm going to do around it. I might have some black that I can throw in. Maybe to do the outline, like the cuffs and all that. There we go. And for all I know, this might actually work up super fast. Who knows? So it's saying for Knit Picks, I need to pick between like 3.5 millimeter all the way up to 4.5 millimeter hooks. So we're going to have to do a couple swatches I don't do big squares, but I do test it out to see what I like for that particular size, because some of them are a little bit tricky that way, where they don't, yeah, sure that you can crochet it with that, but it's going to be super tight and very rigid. Where this is a wearable, I like my wearables to be a bit more flowy. Okay. And one of those around here. I am considering doing a pullover, or maybe something like along the lines of a hexie cardigan. I think a hexie cardigan in these colors would be pretty darn cute. But it all depends on what she wants and how long she wants it. The first pullover I did in a similar manner that I'm thinking of, she wanted it a little more cropped. My 4-year-old, she doesn't like her clothing tight. She doesn't like her clothing short, which is great. But on the other hand, I'm having to buy her shorts from the boys section because all the girls' stuff is super duper short, even for a 4-year-old, which makes me very, very uncomfortable. So I went to the thrift store the other day and grabbed her a few pairs of boy shorts, and I'm totally okay with that. You can wear boy shorts, and then you don't have to feel uncomfortable, because she feels like she always has to try to pull them down because they're just so short. So then that causes me yet another thing to do, which is to go through the clothes, picking out everything that does not fit, will not be worn, and yeah, so that's up on the list of things to do. Oh, sorry, I keep hitting this. I have it kind of sitting in my shirt, a holder. Alrighty. Almost there. Okay. Alright. Well, I guess this is going to have to be a to be continued situation. And then we can start looking at what I need to do for deciding on my newest project. Anyhow, thanks for joining me here today at All the Crackers in the Box. And I will see you again very soon. Bye!